Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far. What you guys been up to? Are you all set for Christmas? I just have some odd wee bits to finish and then I'm set, and I can't wait. The whole family's coming this year, so that'll be absolutely amazing. And even after it, I've got my special friends coming to stay for a few days, so I can't wait for that either. Anyway, now back to today. We're going to be doing just a wee gift box type thing just to put in with any of your Christmas presents. So you can see just a wine bottle, and this is just the basic one just to show you how it's done. And then I made up the small one, but I hadn't realised that it's actually slightly bigger. So I will have to adjust that, so bear with. And we're going to use some funky pattern papers, and I've looked them out. I have really old ones. These ones from Dovecraft, I thought these would be perfect, but I also picked up these Lush ones. Aren't they great, from crepe paper? They have the most stunning detail in them. Oh, just lush. So I'll go and get everything cut out and then we can get started. And remember guys, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you're not already, maybe subscribe, hit that bell button to get notifications of my upcoming video. This will be the last one for December and I'll be back mid-January. So I hope you enjoy it. Well, let's get started. So I've cut this gorgeous pattern paper out. I'll pop all sizes in the corner. For the small bottle, you need a piece of paper 11 3/4 by 8.5. Again, I'll pop these in the corner, and I'll also pop in the description box below so you know everything I'm up to. Now I do muck this up because remember I had to adjust the size. I wasn't thinking when I made the bottle. So first of all, you want to score on the long side at 2 1/4, 7 3/4, and 10 3/4. I score at 9 3/4, but just ignore that. Then, once you've scored that side, you're going to turn it round and score along the short side at every inch. That's it. So now that I've scored all these 1 inches, I'm going to do another layer again. I want to make one in pattern paper and one in cardstock, just to show you the two different ways you can do these gift box bags for the bottles. So now we want to mark the middle points on some of these sections that we've scored. So you can use your scoreboard, but I'm just going to use my ruler for quickness and to show you. And you want to score along the first sort of line, the middle line, at 1.5, 3.5, 5.5 and 7.5. Basically it's every second square you're scoring at, and this will become your triangle scoreline middle point. So you're going to take from that middle point down to the second, it will be score line because that line is not supposed to be there. And you're going to score down to the corner and then out from the corner again, using that mark, creating some triangles. You're going to repeat that all the way along. And again, you'll do this for the green layer or your cardstock layer too. Next, all you want to do is fold all your score lines. Just make sure you get a nice crisp fold. If you want to use a bone folder, please do. I just use my hands. So now what we're going to do is trim off some bits to make the basic shape. So if you're holding it towards you, you want to cut off this little tab here on the corner and then trim off a wee triangle. Then cut up every section at the bottom, just as you see me doing. Then what we're going to do is create two little triangles between the score lines, so for the large tab and for the small tab, up against the triangle. Then you're going to trim down again all the top sections. And lastly, you want to remove the square that is above the triangles. So every square above the triangles you're going to remove. So it'll look like this, and then all you want to do is repeat that for your green layer. Again, cutting up, cutting notches for your glue tabs, and then taking away the square above the triangle. Now the tricky part is folding. So where you've got those triangle score lines, you want to fold them. As you can see, it can be a wee bit tricky, but you will get there. You're folding them in towards you. And then when you flip it round, you'll get these wee fold triangle sections on the front. And you're just going to repeat that for all of them. Now that you've folded these and they look like this, all you're going to do is cover one with the pattern papers. Now you don't need to do this. As I said, the pattern paper using as the actual box looks just as good. But I've cut some little squares and made the triangles and everything and rectangles just to cover the layer. But again, it's up to you what you want to do. I just wanted to add some difference and show you what you can achieve. Next, we're just going to add glue along your tabs. So your big middle tab and the small tab, you're just going to add glue. You can use Tacky Glue or hot glue, whatever's easiest for you, and glue the box close. Line up either edge together, fold it so that it folds in itself, and then you'll get a nice crisp glue line. And then you want to glue the bottom close. Now this can be a wee bit tricky, so if you fold all the tabs back first, you can see what you're doing. Then take two tabs that are opposite each other, and you want to glue one on top of each other again, and you want to leave a little space, about 1/4 of an inch. You want to glue them on top of each other. I'm going to use my glue gun just for quickness, and then we'll glue them, and then after that just start gluing all your tabs right around. So that's basically your box done. You just want to reinforce all your score lines, or pull back your tabs, and you can see I just like to make sure that those little triangles are reinforced so that when you close the box over. Now for closing the box, you can either glue the top wee squares on top of one another, or you could add a magnet. That would work great. or you could pierce a hole or punch a hole in the top of each of the squares and then feed a ribbon through. Anything you want to do is really up to you. I'm just showing you what you can do. I would glue it closed, just it's easier for me to glue it closed, but it's up to you. I'm just going to repeat the same thing on the green box and glue it closed, and then we'll move on to the large box. So I've got a piece of card to make the large box, and the cardstock is 12 by 11. That's what you need to do, and we're going to score this again. So along the long side you want to score at 2 and 10. That's it, nice and simple. Then on the short side you're going to score at 1 3/4, 3 1/2, 5 1/4, 7, 8 3/4 and 10 1/2, and you're just going to score all the way down. You also, on this, you want to do some marked lines like previously you done, but you want to mark these along the top. So you're going to mark at 7/8, 2 5/8, 4 3/8, 6 1/8, 7 3/8, and 9 5/8. Now I'll pop these sizes up in the corner so you can see them, and they'll also be in the description box. So you can see all your wee score lines along the top. You'll need them in a moment, but first of all what we're going to do is fold our score lines so we've got some nice crisp folds. Again, you can use a bone folder if you want to, but I just use my hand. Once you've gave it every scored line a fold, we're going to cut up. So you're just going to repeat what you did previously on the smaller one. You're going to cut up from the bottom and down from the top to the score lines, and you're going to cut a notch in the large tab on the side, taking a wee triangle out of each corner. This will give you your nice glue tab, and then using those marks you made, you want to make some triangles. Now I'll show you how I go about these, but if you want to do that you could use a paper trimmer instead. So you can see I just go from the point or the mark we made and cut down into the corners, making my triangle tabs, and then I just do that for all of them. Now you could use a pencil and a ruler and mark it so you can get a perfect triangle, or use your paper trimmer, but I just did it for quickness with scissors. All I'm going to do is add on some pattern papers. I'm just getting them out. Excuse, that's my sizes on that yellow bit. And then I'm going to glue them down, and that's it. Nothing fancy here. Nice pattern paper candy canes on it. That came from that old Dovecraft paper set. Again, if I can find it, I will pop a link to it down below. So we've made up the box, but you have to pierce or punch some holes in the top section of the small triangles. This is to feed your ribbon through, so any paper punch will work, or if you've got a hole setter, use that. And all you're going to do is try and make it in the centre as best you can, but don't go too near the top, or you could maybe rip and punch. Lastly, all we've got to do is glue our box together. Again, you're going to add glue to the big long tab like you did on the small boxes, just like you see here, and glue it closed. Then we'll glue the base closed. Now you're just going to see how I do this again. You want to leave a wee teeny space at either side. This one is more like ½ an inch than ¼ inch to get the perfect size. But again, glue the opposite tabs first, then glue the other ones on top. So that's your boxes made, and all to do is to decorate. Now you don't need to watch me decorate, you can do anything you want. All you need to do is maybe put your ribbon on, you're ready to go and gift your box. But I'm going to do a wee bit of some fun decoupage and things that I've got in that kit. So I'll see you in a moment. And that's us all finished, guys. I know it's not the same as normal and you didn't see me decorating, but I didn't think you'd want to see me decorate. I mean, it's just decoupage. If I just show you. Sorry about the noise. It's just a kit of toppers and stickers and a little decoupage booklet. That's all I used. It came with the kit with the papers and I thought they would just be perfect. I mean, I layered them on with some foam pads and then put some ribbon around, and that's all I did. Because if you've got these designer papers, you could make your box with them. You don't have to put them onto some colour cardstock. I just thought I'd show you the two different ways you can do it. I also found these in that kit, and it's just like a little tag with the twine on top, and I thought because the big bottle sticks out, you could pop it over the neck of the bottle as well. Again, I've added on one of these decoupage tags. I've fed my ribbon through the holes, and I've also added the same ribbon around the edge so that I could put it in with the topper that I've put on. Now remember, I'll pop all the sizes that you need down below in the description box. I've also readjusted so that the bottle definitely fits now. You could use these for anything really. Well, to an extent. They will fit some small tallish gifts, posh biscuits, candles, that sort of thing. But if you're going to have to test with different types of alcohol, because obviously the wine bottle box is only going to be wide enough for normal standard wine bottles. It might fit some other different bottles. I mean, you'll get something in there. Anyway guys, that's me for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. I know it's a bit different this week, but it's so busy here and I'm really struggling to get everything done that I need to get done. With me being ill previously, I'm just struggling at the moment. Anyway guys, no moans. I will see you in January. This is the last one of the year and I hope you enjoyed it. And until then guys, keep your eyes peeled for the notifications of my videos coming up. And I'll see you again. Have a great Christmas and a Happy New Year when it comes.